Hey guys, Coco here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing on a new game called School of Dragons, and it's basically based around the film School of Dragons. So, let me show you guys around this place. Right now, this is my house, and it's looking pretty sweet, so let's leave. Takes a while to load, but you know that's good. I mean, it's not good, but it works for me. And so yes, this is my first dragon named Sky, and she is level 15, which means when she's at level 5 she's a teenager, and when she's at level 10 she can become to the Broadwing stage, which means she can actually fly. You raise them up when they're like to level 1. And let me show you how to take off and everything. The animation for this is pretty smooth, so that's good. So to start, you just press this button, and that makes you jump on your dragon. You can easily do it along, but you can't like fly on your own, obviously. But you can jump with your dragon, and normally, then you double click to get it hovering like this. Then you click this green button with the dragon flying again, and that makes it start moving. And you use the arrow keys to move up and down and sideways. So yeah, obviously you don't want to try and hit stuff. If you do hit something, it is not a problem. It just stops you from moving simply like that. But yeah, you don't fall off or anything. And in case you were wondering what these bars are with your dragon, the top orange one is for feeding your dragon. If you don't feed your dragon, then it just gives you a notification saying that your dragon is starving, and when it gets down to 0, it gives you a notification says your dragon is starving, like something pops up on your screen. That's what I mean by notification. And yeah, and then the bottom one is the yellowish one at the bottom. So it gives you a notification, and this notification is telling you about. It says your dragon is starving. You must feed it, and if you don't feed it, then it doubles how fast the bar goes down. So say I didn't feed it, it would go down much quicker, and therefore I'd have to feed my dragon a lot more than I used to, which means you have to fish, which you can do like on this game. But yeah, and the bottom yellow bar is how much you play with your dragon, and once it goes down it doubles the amount you need to play with it, just like the eating part. But there is no water bar for your dragon, like you can't drink because mainly it lives in water sometimes. But you just click on your dragon to feed it, to play an eel shooting game, to play bull, or just to ride it. But I'm going to play bull, and that's what I use the most to get it up. You can also use this light thing, fun light's called, a terrible name, and it just goes off and gets it. I have terrible grammar, but yeah. Apparently I say yeah a lot, but you know, that's fine. It's fine with me. If you are watching this, please count how many times I say yeah, and as well. I say that a lot. And yeah, and yeah. So this is the Dragon's Edge right now. You got a pretty good view of it earlier when I was flying. So let's visit another place. Let's visit the actual school, the main place that all the cool kids go. And this is where you start the place. Like you start in the hatchery, which I'll show you in a sec. And this is the school, by the way. But you start by the hatchery, which is just here with the pictures with the dragon, with a man touching a dragon popping out the neck. And then the science lab is right next to it. Then this is a place to fish, which you get as a first quest. So yeah, that's how you feed your dragon. That's just land. To land, you just press down until you hit the ground. Yeah, but that's the hatchery, and like when you go into it, it takes you to the hatchery. And that's where you get your dragon egg and you hatch it, and yeah, you start your whole thing, and then you come to the fishing area, and that's your next thing to do so that you know to feed your dragon. But yeah, I have 5 other dragons than Sky, my dragon. But yeah, I'll show you them in a sec. So the school's pretty awesome. There's a lot of sea, and there's like 2 or 3 fishing places. There's another fishing place down here. So yeah, this is a pretty nice place. There's a nice waterfall down there with rocks. And of course you'll see other dragon riders around. Yeah. So let's go to the next place, which is the training grounds. And there's a lot of battle events that happen here that you shoot a boat that comes in every time. You can easily fire some. I suppose you're wondering how you fire. So you can do it on the ground or in the sky. Either way it works. So you see this button here with the orange thing and the blast icon on it. You just click that and it says you've got 6. Of course your dragon needs to restore its blasts. But that's how you shoot. And yeah, let me show you all of my other dragons. I'll name them and this class. This is the strike class or something. But yeah, this is Sky is a Deadly Natter in the Strike class. And this is Ghost Cloud, who's in the Boulder class. And I just realized he's in the wow. And he says when he was adopted as well. He is a Screaming Death. Then this is Blaze, he's a Flightmare, and he's in the Mystery class. Why am I saying he? That's a she. Then this is Skull, he is a Whispering Death in the Boulder class. Here's my next Whispering Death, she is named Beauty. He's more of my brother's dragon, to be honest with you. Yeah. And yes, Boulder class, Whispering Death. And then my Thunderdrum, Starlight, Tidal class. I'll get them all out and fly them a bit. This is my Thunderdrum, as you can see. And then I'll get another view there. And then I'll show you my Flightmare as the next dragon I'm going to show you from the Mystery class. Actually, let's land in a different area. And then we'll get out Blaze in the next one. By the way, these guys can be Titans now, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, this is Blaze, and he flies pretty smooth. I keep calling him he, not she. But she flies pretty smoothly. Yeah, this is a nice view. And then let's land on this ledge here, because why not? And show you my Screaming Death. I don't need to show you both of them. But I'll show you my one because Callum has one and I have one, and I'll show you mine, which is Skull, called Skull. But this is Ghost Cloud, my Screaming Death, and yeah. And yeah, I keep saying stuff like and yeah and but and yeah. But yeah. But yeah. But this is my Whispering Death. And yeah, I won't show you all of them. So let me get out my one skull, which is this one, which is pretty cool. So this is Skull. Doesn't really have very good views of him there, but I'm gonna land him on this little place here. You should seriously watch the film because it's pretty good. If you haven't, that's so good. And that's pretty much all my dragons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I have 6 dragons. And the first dragons that you ever get, like the ones you can have, is a Deadly Natter, which I chose. This is my first ever dragon, so I'm pretty attached to it. It's a Deadly Natter. Hideous Zippleback, which is a dragon with 2 heads. A Monstrous Nightmare, which quote unquote is my brother. yeah, you see what I did there. Anyway, because he's a Monstrous Nightmare. Anyway, that's not funny, but he's a Monstrous Nightmare, and then the Gonku, which is like a rock sort of type, and yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be like my catchphrase anyway. just mumbling to myself. Here's a... Oh, I'm gonna crash. Never mind. Here's a fishing spot. Did I show you what happens when you crash? I don't know, but I'm gonna show you. That's what happens. But yeah. So, what's going on in your time? That's probably it for now, I suppose. So yeah, my next goal is to make this guy a Titan, because it's just a Broadwing stage, and Titan stage is pretty cool. So that's my next goal on School of Dragons. Like I said, I had a clan called Streaming Skies, which I think is spelt wrong, but never mind. And, yeah. Bye-bye.